Make sure, guys, you go to these links on screen and support our super Nonkian producer Alice, who makes all these videos possible. Something new, let's jump in. Hi guys, it's Mix here. A lot of you value my opinion, I think, when it comes to horror games, and I'm often asked what I'm looking forward to or what I'm excited about. I tend to be wary about games if I haven't played them, because I'm always setting myself up for disappointment if I get too excited. And a lot of the games that I was looking forward to this year have been delayed until 2024. Things like Pacific Drive, Slitterhead, and Silent Hill 2 Remake are definitely not appearing till next year by the looks of things. However, there are still some good-looking horror games on the horizon, and in this video, I'm going to detail 5 that I'm really excited about, and why you should be too. I also want to say this is the first time I'm doing this kind of video format. I'd like to try and do these at least twice a month moving forward, but I've been apprehensive about doing it because I'm a little nervous and shy when it comes to this kind of content. It doesn't sound silly, I know, but that's what it is. So if you could, slap a like on the video, slap a comment on the video. Anything you can do to help push this in the algorithm would help so more people see this type of content. It could be a great way of bringing new people into the channel, as I intend to do like various top 10s of various kinds if enough people are interested in this type of content. But for now, here is 5 horror games still to come in 2023 that I am very excited about, in order of excitement. Let's go! So first up is probably the biggest budget horror title still to come this year, which is Alan Wake 2 by Remedy. We are finally getting a true sequel. We did have the spin-off American Nightmare as well, but we're finally getting a true sequel to Alan Wake, a game that I think is interesting, but overstays its welcome in terms of length. It's not perfect, but it's definitely an interesting concept. This one looks a lot more slick in terms of the gameplay. The story looks more interesting. It has 2 playable characters. I'm actually genuinely invested. The basic premise is 13 years after best-selling thriller writer Alan Wake goes missing, a string of ritualistic murders occurs in the town of Bright Falls. Saga Anderson, who's an FBI agent, is sent to Bright Falls to investigate the killings, where she finds herself tangled in a supernatural horror story written by Wake in order to escape from his captivity. That was taken from Wikipedia, by the way. I just thought it would be a much better way of delivering it. I'm really hoping that this will be spooky and well put together, as well as having good action. The action in the original was a little bit janky. I'm hoping many years later, with the advancements in technology and things will be a little smoother here and well put together. I'm really looking forward to like the Twilight Zone type episodes. I hope they put like a reappearance in. I thought they were really cool on the TVs in the original game. And I like the fact we're going to be playing a chick as well as Alan. I think it will break the gameplay up and make things a bit interesting, especially if it's a similar length. It's going to need a bit more depth to it than just running around shooting people as Alan Wake. So I like this. I'm excited. Sounds like a really cool action game with horror elements, and I genuinely am looking forward to playing it this October. So, definitely be covering this day one, guys. Hopefully I'll even get early access to it so I can bring it to you early, and I'm excited about playing the new installment in the Alan Wake franchise. At number 4, we have a rather interesting one, and the reason I'm putting this one on the list is this really feels like a passion project. The game, I believe, was delayed a little bit because the developer wanted to spend more time polishing it and making this as quality product as possible. It is a an indie game, but they really seem to care about what they're producing here and making something really interesting. This is Ad Infinitum. It is a game where you bend from reality to present day to World War I. And it has like a surrealistic slant to this. On the Steam page it says, trapped between the walls of your family home and the trenches of World War I, you try and piece together your past and take control of the life. Will the nightmare of the war ever end? Will you find inner peace one day? In Ad Infinitum, you play as a German soldier haunted by the horrors of the Great War. While your mind grapples with the memories of your family home and trenches on the front, you try and break the endless cycle of suffering. So it's going to be like, is this real? Is this happening? What's going on? That kind of thing. What I like the most about this is, hopefully you'll see in the trailer in the background here, the monster designs are really cool. I'm getting a Silent Hill vibe, but in first person from it, which to me is only a good thing. There's some really horrific shit going on in the trailers, and I'm getting somewhat levels of goosebumps by the monster designs. They're just absolutely fucking awesome. I love some really grotesque body horror style monster designs. They're just really exciting and can really add to the atmosphere of the game. I'm a little bit concerned that the gameplay may not be my cup of tea, but I see no evidence of that at this point in time. I'm just always a little wary of, like, you know, stealth and things like that in indie horror games. And I don't know if this has it, but I'm just worried it might and be bad. But we'll see. We'll see. Anyway, Ad Infinitum, one that you guys may not have heard of, and definitely one that you should keep on your radars. It's releasing the 14th of September, so not too long now till we get to play this one. 14th of September this year. Excited for it. So, I just played Alone in the Dark 2. If you haven't watched my playthrough of it, please do. It's an absolute train wreck of a game. One of the worst experiences I've had, but I do get through the entire thing, despite dying 500 times due to jank. You should check it out. It's definitely a video that I am very angry about. But, despite all this, I am looking forward to this Alone in the Dark reboot. I believe the third time, if you want to count the multiplayer iteration, the franchise has been rebooted, which is a lot, and it's always been to quite limited success. But this time round, there seems to be a budget behind the game, and it's being published by THQ Nordic, who now own the rights from Atari. So hopefully they're willing to give this franchise a bit of a kick up the butt. It is a reimagination of the original game, the original MS-DOS or 3DO version, whatever you want to call it, that you can find a playthrough of on this very channel. That is actually a pretty good game. I did enjoy that one quite a bit. And it's a reimagining of that. The monster designs look cool. We're exploring a big spooky mansion. We have, you know, good versions of the classic characters, Emily and Edward, being brought back. They even have, like, some famous actors. I think Jodie Comer and David Harbour are playing the leads. And it just looks really cool. I like the aesthetic of, like, an abandoned New Orleans mansion as well. I'm excited about it. I'll just read you a little bit from the Steam page. Psychological horror meets Southern Gothic in this reimagination of the classic survival horror game Alone in the Dark. This is a love letter to the groundbreaking original and lets you experience a haunting story through the eyes of one of two protagonists. Play as either Edward or Emily and explore your environments, fight monsters, solve puzzles, and uncover the uneasy truth of the Deseto Manor. I'm very excited. What this franchise has always needed was a reboot back to the original. Not running around fighting bugs with fire in an apartment complex with driving sections like the 360 version. Not some weird Dead by Daylight clone that was a complete failure and disaster, multiplayer-wise. Not Alone in the Dark: The New Nightmare, which, while does attempt to do what the first game did, it does it on such a jank, crappy level that it's hard to really fall in love with it other than to say that it's so bad, it's good. But this one looks good, it looks promising. We even have the original writer of Amnesia working on the story here, so I'm excited. It's gonna be pretty good, I think. And it's coming out really, really soon. 25th of October, 2023 for Alone in the Dark. The remake. Just this one. Number 2 is a game that I think a lot of you may have seen demos of in the last few weeks. A lot of people will be like, this is a Puppet Combo game, but it's actually published by Puppet Combo's publishing label, Torture Star Video, rather than actually being made from them. This game is called Sniper Killer. It is a game where you play both the serial killer and detective, and victims as well, I believe, as you try and piece together a horrific case of a serial sniper killing people out on the streets of the city. The demo of this was absolutely phenomenal. Really, really excellent gameplay. Just really, really fun. Great writing, great voice acting. It's by the people who made Night of the Gates of Hell, which was one of my favorite horror games of last year, and I believe it is coming out really, really soon. I'm so excited. I can't believe it. They did Blood Wash as well, which is another excellent fucking horror game. It's really, really cool. I just can't wait to blow people's brains out. It is still scheduled for a 2023 release, and yeah, eliminate your victims as a serial killer dubbed the Sniper Killer. Terrorize the city with your keen eye and thirst for blood while staying one step ahead of a detective hell-bent on bringing you to justice. It's not often we get to play the bad guy and the good guy, but in this case I think we do, which is absolutely awesome. Anyway, that's my number 2. What could possibly be at number 1? And finally, in at number 1, probably not a surprise to most people, I'm gonna be honest with you, if you watch the streams that I do. I played the demo of this when it came out, and in all honesty, this is the most fun I've had all year. I absolutely love Bloodborne. Bloodborne is one of my favourite games of all time, and as a result, I love Lies of P. This is a upcoming gothic horror Soulsborne type game with themes around Pinocchio. You play as Pinocchio running through a city that has been attacked by a horde of killer puppets. There is a lot of death and destruction and horrific entities lurking in the city. The demo was a long one with 3 boss fights, all of which were pretty badass and really fun to take part in. Just really adrenaline-pumping combat. When this comes out, I'm gonna play the shit out of it. Like, I'm so obsessed. It's very rare that I get this excited about a game, but this one is definitely one I'm gonna do a full playthrough of. Even if it's a long game, I don't know how long it's gonna be, but even if it takes me 20, 30 hours, I'm probably gonna do a full playthrough of it in one massive video, or maybe parts. We'll see. We'll see how long it is. But I am very excited. It's rare that I feel this enthusiastic about a title, but everything about this, the combat, it's just slick, it's awesome. The enemy designs, they're just disturbing and messed up, and oh my god, I love it, I love it. I really want to do a playthrough of Steel Rising, which is a similar game in a lot of ways at some point on this channel. I would love to do a full playthrough of that. I actually really like Soulsborne games. You think I wouldn't, because I get angry about death and stuff, but I can accept it in Souls-likes, you know what I mean? So, in this instance, yeah, Lies of P, I'm so excited, and it's coming out really, really, really soon. I actually don't have the release date up on screen. Let me quickly look what it is. Oh my god, this is impromptu. It's going to be September 19th, 2023, so really soon. All these, if they do come out, are going to be in the next 3 months by the looks of things, so I am very, very excited. And these are games that you should be excited for too. I'll probably do another video soon with like 10 games for 2024 that I'm looking forward to, because there's a lot more obviously coming up next year, especially with things that have been delayed, and I really hope that you guys enjoyed this. I did this off the cuff without any scripting. You guys said that was better. You know, in terms of like a natural flow when I did the news video a month or so ago. I didn't do a news video this month because there wasn't really any fucking news. There was nothing going on in horror. It was all crappy. But I'll probably do one at the start of September, okay? But anyway, thank you for listening. Thank you for being Nom. I really hope you enjoyed these 5 recommendations and things to look out for. There'll be links to the Steam pages. I'm not sponsored by any of these people, but there'll be links to the Steam pages if you want to check them out in the description. But most of these are also on console, and I'm excited. So you should be too. I will see you really soon for more spooky dooky times, and I hope you guys enjoyed this unprecedentedly different video. Remember to like and comment, let me know what you think, and let me know some stuff that you're looking forward to as well. See ya.